Don't forget to be grateful for everything that your parents have done for you throughout your childhood. It is easy to say, oh, I had terrible parents, you know, they could have done better. It is easy to say that, but it is only when you become a parent yourself you realize that you are doing the very best that you can. And however your childhood turned out, I'd say most parents, they really did their best. Try to look at it from a perspective of they are trying to be parents to you while they themselves are still learning about the world that they live in. They are still ignorant to a lot of the things that you are now aware of. If they had the knowledge that you have right now, things may have turned out differently. Now, there are certain cases of abusive parents, abusive upbringings, trauma. I can't personally speak on that because I was very lucky to not have that type of upbringing. But you certainly have my empathy. I can I can certainly see how it it can it can make things very difficult for you. However, if you had a normal upbringing, like you may not have been rich. Very few of us are in the material sense in terms of wealth. But just know that your parents, every decision that they made, it was in it was in their mind, it was for you. Because when someone has a kid, their life it it takes a back seat. Everything becomes about their children. Now, I can't personally speak on this because I don't have kids. However, it is pretty self-explanatory. If you think about the sacrifices that your parents have made, all of those, school tuitions, uh, school fees, should I say? School fees that they paid. All of those, at the weekends, taking you to sports. Like traveling halfway across the city, like just so that you can play a little game of soccer. And there was no complaints. There was just, it was what they did for you. Because they tried their very best. Now, I hope that none of you who are watching this video get to a point where you become so entitled that you can't appreciate something like that. If there's something I cannot stand, it is entitlement. And I think I can speak for most people in saying that entitlement is just so repulsive. Everything that your parents sacrificed, all of those decisions that they had to make, all of the times that they had to discipline you because, like you weren't behaving, that was all to try to develop you into a character that is not entitled as you got closer to adulthood. It wasn't because they hated you. It was because that is what they thought was the best course of action in order to teach you a little bit of discipline. And it's only, well, if you're a man, it is only when you get to adulthood that you realize just how important discipline is. Discipline absolutely makes a man. A man without discipline is incredibly weak. A man that would probably backstab someone, a man who has no control over his emotions. Be thankful for everything that your parents did. Don't blame them for any of your transgressions. There's only so much that they can do. Take some accountability and realize that you are here right now because your parents pretty much sacrificed their life in order to raise you. Be grateful and try your best to return the favor, because at some point they are going to get to an age where they may not be able to fend for themselves anymore. And it will be on you who is in peak health. It'll be on you to return the favor and take care of them and make sure that they get everything that they need in order to be okay. Because things certainly get tough as you get older into the elderly stage of life. And in the same way that your parents sacrificed their life at that stage for you, it only seems fitting that you would do the same thing when it is time to return the favor. Be grateful. Don't be resentful. It is all a journey of self-discovery. Take care.